This is INCA TV. I'm pleased to be joined by Abhishek Sandhir, General Manager EMEA of STL. Abhishek, thank you for joining me today. Now, STL has 10 years of experience working in the UK market, but what are the challenges?
UK is a very interesting market. On one side, it is really mature. The ARPUs are quite high, but if you look at the difference between the number of homes connected versus the number of homes passed, there's a big disparity. So while there are about 96-97% of homes which are within 800 meters of fiber, only 4% of properties are actually connected. And that brings UK to the bottom of the broadband charts, which is not good. Another challenge is cost. So when you have to actually connect a home, you incur a lot of cost to connect the premises. And one of the solutions that the industry is looking for is how do you do that in the most efficient manner. And this is where we bring in our expertise. Also, the whole industry is working really hard to make it commercially viable for the new altnets to come in and bridge that divide. Because until, say, a couple of years ago, if you looked at it, there were only about 2 or 3 providers of telecommunication services to the whole of the country. And in most of the mature economies, you would see that there are a lot more. So competition is actually good for the industry. But for all the new alternates to be successful, you need new businesses, new business models, you need new kind of products, new technologies, new service models to make it all work.
Now, STL are known as data innovators. What does that actually mean?
So innovation is actually at the core of the company. So we have 3 business verticals. One is connectivity solutions, where we manufacture state-of-the-art products on optical communication. So we have fibers, cables, structured specialty cables. Then we have another division which is software, network software, under which we do a lot of innovative stuff on software-defined networks and programmable open disaggregated solutions. And the third one is network services, where we do everything from designing networks right from the concept stage to build them. We do build the networks, we monetize them, manage them, operate them, and while doing so, we incorporate principles such as Lead 360, and we use a lot of automation. So all that is actually made possible because of the investment in innovation that we do. To just give you a number, about 40% of our revenue every year comes from new products. And that is not possible if we did not take innovation very seriously. And all that innovation is actually centered around making the work of our customers easier.
But you're also bringing solutions to the operators. Can you explain a bit about the solutions that you do offer?
Right. So all the products and the solutions that we offer, they are designed to address a specific business need. So let me take an example of a project that we did in South Africa. We are working with one of the lead operators in fiber to the home. It's called Vumatel. And they are building networks in low income to medium income areas. Now that presents a very different set of challenges, because you have to build something very fast, but at the same time ensure that the take-up rate is very high. Otherwise you will not be able to make money. So there are 2 ways to look at it. One, you can make the service really attractive that everybody has to sign up. And second, you bring the cost of your service deployment so low that even if the take-up is not that high, you still make money, right? So we addressed, in conjunction with our partner, addressed the problem from both sides. So while on one side the operator came up with some really interesting service plans for the operators, for the end users, we came up with a special retractable solution which allows the operator to pass homes at almost 40% higher speed than a conventional network. So that brings the cost of rollout considerably down and makes that project net cash positive much faster. So that's just one example. There are loads from different parts of the world.
Now, you are said to be in the top 3 manufacturers of fibre. What are your plans for expanding capacity? Because you have manufacturing plants in some vast areas.
So if you look at our growth trajectory. We've been actually growing faster than the industry. So today we manufacture 50 million kilometers of fiber and 33 million kilometers of fiber which is in cable form. And we've grown from one manufacturing location in India to now 7. So we manufacture in India, China, Italy, and Brazil. The whole expansion model is driven by our desire and also the business model to be as close to the customer as possible, because being close to the customer, we can add the maximum amount of value. And by moving our focus also from primarily a fiber and cable 50-50 split business to about 65 to 70% cable and the rest fiber, we are able to offer even more value to the customers. Because if a customer doesn't use fiber, they use cable. They don't buy fiber, they buy cable. So there is more value that they see in the finished product than in fiber, which is one of the most important raw materials.
We're seeing a changing landscape in the UK. What's your predictions going forward over the next 6 to 12 months?
Again, very exciting times. Being here, you listen to all the new operators, you listen to the investors. It is a market which is going to shape very interestingly. Of course, there are new operators springing up. Every city has a new operator. Rather, it wouldn't be wrong to say that we still have to see another 20, 30 operators come up in the next 2-3 years. However, this will lead to some consolidation in our view in the next few years. Plus, one very interesting driver is going to be convergence. So if you look at the networks of today, they were built and designed 20, 30 years ago. At that time, nobody was talking about convergence. So say fixed line operators only saw fixed line telephony as their growth. TV companies only saw TV as their model of growth. Voice companies only saw voice. However, today, because of digitization, all the service providers, whether it is voice, video, data, IoT, everybody can be a service provider, because data, whether you listen to voice or you watch TV, it's all going through packets on the same infrastructure. So UK has a lot of mobile, not a lot, but a few mobile operators who may not be the best, or they may not have the infrastructure to offer TV and fixed broadband at the same time. Similarly, there are TV companies who may not be able to offer mobile. So we will see that some of these large mobile companies who have the cash reserves may acquire some of these altnets who have good fiber presence and can offer high quality services to, say, users in urban and semi-urban areas.
Well, interesting times. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.